How we doing out there, folks? I meant to do this like 6 months ago. You know, when it came out. I had it all planned out, but then a strange man at the bus station in an olive green suit, he offered me some funny stuff, and next thing you know, it's half a year later. It's like, oh yeah, guess I never got around to doing that stuff. But we'll do it now. As the ancient Chinese proverb goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. Yeah, chew on that one for a while. So you may be thinking, well, it's a good thing that you waited so long to do this. Now they've patched out all the bugs. Everything's all fixed now, everything's hunky-dory. And how wrong you are, you poor ignorant thing. The bugs are still quite numerous, but we're just gonna try to stay within the lane of parts of the game that aren't broken. We'll just look at stuff at least. We'll fly around the world and have a grand world tour of sorts. This is gonna be my big new project. We'll make one episode of this Let's Play series for every country in the world. We're gonna fly to every single country and see the sights. Yeah. To start off with, can we go to the next screen, please? And we're gonna start with my beautiful hometown of Pyongyang, North Korea. And here we are. As you can see, it's a beautiful day out here in the PYG. That's what we call it over here. Get it? Like the ATL or the LBC, it's the North Korean version of that. Boo, you suck! Anyway, so, don't the graphics look nice? Even North Korea looks nice in Microsoft Flight Sim. I guess all the brutal oppression isn't visible from this height. I like to angle the camera in different ways to try to get that, try to get a very cinematic shot, you know? Practice my director's eye. But yes, it's North Korea, home of the Kim family and brutal oppression and me. That's where I live. How much longer can I keep this joke going? I don't think they're buying it. But yeah, this is like the one nice part, the storefront as it were. Everything else is just third world, but if they can at least make this one city look nice, they'll look good on the world stage, you see. They got the sports stadiums, and that looks like some kind of a statue or something or other surrounded by the greenery. Most likely memorializing some great hero of communism or something like that. Communist countries love their statues memorializing people. Lots of things are made of concrete in communist countries. Brutalist architecture and lots of statues. There's like a big sports arena, another one in fact, over there. If North Korea ever gets the Olympics someday, that's probably where they'd host it. So is the constant buzzing of the engine getting on your nerves yet? I've got a solution for that. We'll just replace it with a different, equally annoying noise. See, now it doesn't seem so bad. So anyway, even though Flight Sim 24 has been out for about half a year now, it's still quite broken in a lot of different ways. I'm just selectively avoiding showing those things to you to create the illusion of a functioning game. But Microsoft has a monster of a patch on the way. It's supposed to fix so many different things. I believe currently the patch I'm referring to is available to beta testers at least. And us humble salt-of-the-earth type people, we don't get it till later. Some unspecified date. But when it does get here, we might be able to do boating in Microsoft Flight Sim. That might be fun. I paid real money to get one of the boats off of the not the eShop, what the fuck, off of the marketplace. Yeah, I paid about $13 for an imaginary boat, and it just crashes the game. But if they fix that, we can have an episode about that. We can be fancy boat people. I just love my new yacht. Anyway, that was the point I was trying to make with my previous video, that the boat that I bought crashes the game. I don't know if that message really got through, to be honest. But back to North Korea, we are doing a world tour here. Did you know that in the city of Pyongyang they have a loudspeaker system set up, and they play this horrible music every morning to make sure everybody wakes up? Let's listen to a sample of it now. Gosh, I can't even imagine. So anyway, there's a free cam button in here at some point, so you can just freely look around the city without having to risk flying low and potentially crashing into things. Although don't look too closely at the topography of North Korea. You might be on a hit list somewhere. Even though these aren't the actual buildings, it's just a visual approximation of the buildings. But anyway, here's how the free cam works. Now, what's that thing down there? That looks interesting. The architecture of North Korea is so strange. I hear that because they've been isolated from the world for so long that they essentially invented a new form of architecture that nobody else had ever thought of. They came up with this all on their lonesome. So now all these empty buildings that they just put up for show, they look visually different than anything else you would find in the world. A new architectural style evolved organically. They should build skyscrapers like this in America. Here, let me put up a picture. Yeah, that's a more clear example of what they're supposed to look like in real life. I say America should adopt a North Korean architecture. Spice things up a bit, you know. Alright, we're gonna do what people in North Korea can't do and leave. Let's get the fuck out of here. Anyway, there's lots of other countries we're gonna look at. If I'm gonna do every country on Earth, it's gonna take about 220 plus episodes to make this series a reality. Yeah, I can totally commit to that, believe me.